Okay, guys, in this video, we need to graph the linear inequality that's given to us. So this is y less than or equal to 3/4 x minus 2. All right, so the first step is to decide which of these two tools am I choosing? Which of these two? One has a solid boundary and one has a dashed boundary. So in order to decide what you want to concentrate on is this sign right here. So if that is less or more, you look for the dashed version. If it's less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, you look for the solid. So for me, this is less than or equal to, so this is the one I choose, which is automatically chosen. So what you need to do for that is you need to have the actual line, the boundary. So that's the first thing. You need to graph the line. So you can see that there should be 2 points, right? So let's graph the boundary. Y equals 3/4 x minus 2. So how do we graph it? Well, the easiest thing, if you can, is to start with the y-intercept, because that's always easy. So when x equals 0, if you plug it in, 3/4 multiplied by 0 is 0, and then subtract 2, that's just going to be 2, or negative 2. So the y-intercept is 0, negative 2. So we start over here. So we're not going right or left, but we're going 2 down. And the slope is 3/4. This is rise, this is run. So we're going to go 4 to the right, and we're going to go 3 up. And that's the 2 points that we are going to draw the line through, okay? So let's do that. So we take 0, negative 2, and then we're going to go 4 to the right and 3 up. Okay, there is the line. But now what you need to do is it going to be this one? So if you place a test point to the left, that's going to be this region, or is it going to be this one? Well, how do I know? All right, so let's take any point. So I'm going to take, before I decide which side to shade, I'm going to take a point, and let me take something simple like 0, 0. Okay, so I'm picking a test point, and I'm going to plug it into this inequality. Okay, so instead of y, I put 0. Instead of x, I also put 0. And then minus 2. Okay, so this is going to be 0 less than or equal to, well, times 0 is always 0. It doesn't matter what. So this part is just going to be 0. And then this is going to be negative 2. So is it true that 0 is less than or equal to negative 2? Nope, it's not. So 0, 0, which by the way would be right here, does not belong to the shaded region. So the shaded region is not going to be above this boundary. It's going to be below this boundary, right? Because if it was true, then you would shade that part, right? But it's not working. Okay, so that means that we're going to shade this part right here. And you can place the point anywhere you want. Just place any point. And you can, by the way, check. So I placed the point 2, negative 2, and I think it works. Well, let's check that out. So if I choose 2, negative 2, does that satisfy this inequality? So negative 2, is it less than or equal to 3/4 multiplied by 2 minus 2? Well, you're going to have to use a calculator, but 3/4 multiplied by 2 is like 3/2, which is 1.5. Subtract 2, it's going to be negative 1/2. So negative 2 is less than or equal to negative 1/2. So that would work. So either way, you would know that that's the one that you shade.